Welcome back guys again in my Android soft tech tutorial. And in my previous tutorial we had learned how to respond a button click event in Android app. And in this project we are going to work with activities. We are going to working with activities. So before make this project, let me show you and let me tell you first what is the activities and how activities work. So let me show the example of activities in Android. Okay, this is the example of activities in Android. This application is the example. So you are watching that this is the front page of our application. So and you are watching this is the main activity. The in Android the front page of activity we can call it main activity. So if now we want to go on the second page of application. So for go to second page of application, we need to click here, go to first activity. So if you want to go to first page of application, this is the first page of application, this is the main activity. So if we want to go to on the second page of application, we need to click here. So click on the go to first activity. Okay, now we are on the second page of application. So this is the first activity. So I think you guys maybe understand now. So this is the first page of application, this is the second page of application, and this is the first activity. So and now we will go on the second page of application. So for go to second page of application, we will click here. Okay, now we are on the second page of application. So I think now it is enough to make you understand. So in last now we want to go to final page of application. So click here, and this is the final page of application, and this is the second third activity. So I think you got it now. So let's start and let's create this project now. Open your Android Studio. Okay, now our Android Studio has opened. So start a new Android Studio project. Click here. Give the application name. Click on next and select the platform, whatever you want, whatever you like jelly bean, marshmallow, KitKat, anything. Click on next and select the empty activity. Click on next. Click on finish. Okay guys, now our project is ready for code. So before going to code, let me tell you first how to do that and what is the activities. Let me tell you again. For creating multiple activities, we will use intent method. In this we will create multiple Java classes with multiple layout XML files. So let's start now. First of all, we will create the layouts and the Java classes. So this is our main activity. So here we need to first drag a text view. rename this an activity. Bold and by and write text appearance articles. And bold. Okay, now our main activities text has become bold. Okay, and now we will drag a button here. We need a button for going to another activity, so let's drag a button and rename this button for first activity. Sorry, it is here. Okay, now our button has renamed. Okay, and now we will create another activity and another class. I mean another layout and another class. So let me create now. Create a new Java class. Right click on the here and name this first activity, first page of the application. So name this first activity. And for this class we need a layout. So first let me create a layout now. So click on resource and click on layout and right click here and create a new layout resource file and name this first layout, the first activity. And change this relative layout. Click on OK. Okay, now our first activity and first activity is ready. So we need to link this layout in our Java class here in this. So recently we created Java class, so here we need to extend this with activity. And we need to create a method here on get instant. First method we need to here this. Okay, now in this method we need to link our layout which we have created, this layout. This we need to bind this, link this in our class. So we need to use set content view method. r.layout dot and the layout name is first activity dot first activity. So it is here. Okay, now in our first class, in our first activity Java class, our first activity layout is linked. So now we will create another Java class and another layout for go to second activity. So let me create that now. And it is the second activity. So rename this second activity. Click on OK and also made a layout. So create a layout for second activity and name this second layout or second activity. and it will also be relative layout. Click on OK. Okay. Now our second activity is ready. Now our first and second activity is ready, and we will create the final activity. So let's create that now. Create a new Java class. Sorry, I forget to link that here in our second activity here. So I should link this here. I change this activity. Here we also need a on get method, so initialize that, and we also link our link. So link this by set content view method, and the second layout was the second activity. Okay, now our second layout and the second class has linked. And the final activity, we have created the final activity. So in final activity, so we need to link our layout here. So set content view dot the final. I think I did not create a final layout, so let me create here now. The final layout, final activity. Okay, now our final activity is ready. So let me link here now. And here we're watching the final activity available. So okay, now we have three activities. Okay, so now we will work how to move on first activity to second activity. So let me do this now. First we have to go in main activity.java. So click on activity main.xml. Let me zoom here. Okay. Now for creating the for working with multiple activities, we will use intent method. So in this we have created many Java classes with multiple layout XML file. So now we will use the intent method for going to first activity to second activity. So let's do it now. Go to your main activity.java and initialize the onClick method. So for initialize the onClick method, first we need to create the onClick method. So go to your main activity main.xml and in your button area, and in a button here we need to define the onClick method. So define now and onClick, and name this go to first activity. Okay, now we need to copy this and we need to paste here. Void, and here this is method name, and here we need to pass view argument, otherwise your application will crash. Okay, and in this okay, now we will use the intent method for going to first activity to second activity. For go to first activity to second activity, so let's create the now intent. Make this object intent is equal new intent, and here we need to pass two things. The first one is application context, and the second one is class name. So let me do this now. So pass the context pass the class name. We want to go to the first activity. So first activity class name is first activity. Here you are watching. So this dot first activity, and dot class. Okay, now we need to start our activity by object of intent. So start activity, call start activity method, and pass the intent object. Okay, now it is ready to go for first activity to second activity. So before and after this, we need to define this in our manifest file. So let me define here. We need to add this, and first activity here we need to add this first activity, and close this tag. Now it is ready for move to first activity to second activity. I mean main activity to first activity. Okay, and same this process we need to do in our second Java class and third Java class. So let me do this now. Now we will change our in first activity. So here we also need a unplug method. So let's create this method now. Go to first activity.Activity.main.xml. And here we also need a text view and a button for showing this is second activity. So let me drag now. Sorry. So this is our first activity. Make this bold and bigger. And we also need a button here, so let me drag now. And rename this. Okay, now button has renamed, and same this process we need to do in the second activity. So go to second activity layout. You also need a button for going to final activity. Now our text view has become large, and we make this bold. And rename this button to go to second activity. Sorry, go to final activity. Because we did not create third activity, so it will our final activity. So I think it is enough, process is enough, and now we need to go in our first main activity.java. For this first main activity.java, we define the method of intent for going to the first activity. So, and this method we have passed in our, we have defined also in our manifest file. So here we have give this, and in second activity, first activity, second activity, and in second activity we need to also do that same process which we do in first activity, which we did in first activity. So first of all we need to create a on-click method. So create here now, and go to final activity, and copy this, and paste here. First of all, public void paste, and pass the view argument. Here we also create the object of intent, and same that process. So create the object of intent, and here we need to pass the first of application context, and second one is class name. We want to go the second activity to final activity. So pass here the final activity. I think I forgot to create a final activity class. Let me create now. We also need a on create set the method, and we have the final activity layout we have. Okay, so set this layout in this class by set content view a final activity. Okay, now it is ready. So pass here this comma final activity dot class, and we also need to call the method start activity for the object intent. Okay, now it is ready, and it's work now. So let me check from start, and let me explain from here start. So first of all we start from main activity. So where is main activity? Main activity is here. In our main activity we have defined an intent method for going to another activity. So, and by the button, so main activity and activity method XML layout. Here we have a button and a text view. So when we click on the go to first activity, it will move on to the first activity page, and the first activity page is that this is our first activity page, and here we have defined for go to second activity. So for go to second activity, let us check now. Here we did not define for go to second activity, so let us define now here also. Copy this, pass paste here, and pass the view argument and view. Something is wrong here. Let me copy again. something is wrong. I don't know what. Public void. Okay guys, I forget to set the on-click method, so set now on-click method and type here, go to second activity. Copy this and here we need to paste here. Okay, now it is okay, fine. And now we have to do same process which we did in first activity. So create the intent object, and pass the context this, and pass the class name where we want to go. Like we are in first activity, now we need to go in second activity, so pass here second activity. Dot class. Okay, and start using intent, pass the intent object. Okay, now it is okay, and now first activity is okay, and the second activity is okay. It will move on second activity. Here we need to change that. Here we want to go the final activity. Okay, now it is okay, and the main activity will take us to first activity, then we will go on second activity, then we will go on the final activity. So now it is okay, and let me check again. Okay, now it is okay. So first activity method is successfully created, and the second activity, go to final activity, and final activity do not have any method because we don't want to go any other activity because the final is enough. Okay, now we need to do one more thing. Go and manifest and define here also. Copy this and paste here. First activity to second activity, and then we need to go the final activity. Now. Okay, now our application is completed. Now we can test. So let me test now this. Okay guys, now run our application in emulator. So click on here and click on OK, install and continue. Click on OK and let's wait. Okay guys, now our application has launched in emulator. So let's check now it is working or not. Sorry, it is already given a first activity test. Let's check now. Go to second activity. Oh, something is wrong. Let me check. Okay guys, now you are watching that I have added the wrong layout. In our first activity.java, we need to add here the first activity layout. So I added here the final activity layout. So let me change now. Okay, now it is okay. And the second mistake may be, sorry guys, and I did mistake here. So let's remove this now, because it is already set content view here, and I set it again. Sorry for that. Okay guys, now our application is completed, and now we can test it again. So let me test it now. Click here and install and continue. Click OK, and let me wait. Let us wait now. Okay, now our application have launched, and now we will test this. So first we need to click here, so it will move on to second page of our application. So click here. Okay, now we are on the second page of application, and we are on the first activity. So go to second activity now. Okay, now we are on second activity, and go to final activity now. Now we are on the final activity. Okay guys, sorry guys, maybe you got confused, because I made it bigger, and I take a lot of activities. So thank you guys for watching my tutorial. Thank you, and please like and subscribe for getting the more videos.